Hi, my name is Wendy Walker. I am a mortgage lender, and I've been doing this job for almost 25 years. And I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about why I do what I do and why I am very passionate about helping the people that I am. So, a little bit about my story. I have 3 kids, but when this story begins, I had 2. So, me and my 2 children, I had just left an abusive relationship of a long time, and I wanted to purchase a home for my children. So, as a single mother, I had just started with a company that did mortgages, but I was on the secondary market side. And so I didn't really know anything about lending. And so I got pre-approved and they told me, congratulations, you're approved for, I think at the time it was 360. And so I went house hunting. I found a house, I bought it, I moved in and got my first mortgage payment and just about lost my mind because as a single mom, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to afford this home. And it turned out that I couldn't afford that home. I lived there with my 2 small children and we ate peanut butter and jelly and ramen noodles and we could never do anything fun. And I was miserable. And sadly, so were my kids, even though they were 2 and 4. I decided that I never wanted anyone to go through what I was going through. And I actually became an underwriter so that I could underwrite files. But I then moved on to the sales side, which is where I am now. And, I make sure that I take care of my clients. So I love working with single parents and I love working with first-time home buyers because I know that there are a ton of questions. And I know that I'm going to get that question a million times in different ways, potentially, but the same question. And I know that, working through all the numbers can be very daunting and very scary, especially when, as a lender, I'm looking at your gross income, so your money that you are earning before taxes are taken out, and I'm only looking at the debts that are on your credit report. The thing that I usually tell people is, what the people who approved me did not consider was, 1, I had 2 small kids to feed. 2, I had a cell phone bill and it was expensive back then. And, there's car insurance and there's, being able to do things with your family. And so when I am going through and taking care of my clients, what I want to make sure happens is that, yes, I'll qualify you for the maximum that you qualify for. And then when we talk about the payment, if for any reason you think in your head for 1 second, I can't do that, you need to tell me. And I happily tell clients, okay, what are you comfortable with? We'll work backwards into a purchase price number. Now, that number may not always be what people want, right? And so when that does happen, we talk about what can we afford to give up to make that happen and what can we not afford to give up. It's really a personal journey. You need to be taken care of. People need to be held there, handheld through the process. And working with me as an agent or as a client, I make sure that my people are taken care of and that they understand everything with the process because I didn't understand anything that I was getting into. And ultimately, I lost that house. It was not good. And I don't ever want that to happen to anyone else. So I ensure that, when I'm working with clients, I am taking care of them, holding their hand, not literally, but holding their hand 100% of the way, and answering every question. I'm available to them. If not via the phone, because I'm in a meeting, I'm available via text. And I make sure that their questions get answered. And if I don't have the answer, maybe it's an agent question, I will make sure that the agent is looped in. I communicate extremely well with everyone involved, and I ensure that that communication continues even after their loan is closed, because things come up, right? You're getting a supplemental tax bill. You're having questions about what happens now with the water or the property taxes, or the insurance. And especially here in California with insurance right now, it's definitely something that I'm here for you, and I'm here 100% of the time. So if you have any questions about why I do what I do, just this is why. I want to make sure that what happened to me never happens to anyone else. And, as a single mom, I do my best to take care of my kids, right? And they come first in everything I do. So I make sure, I mean, they're grown now. My oldest is 24, my middle child is 22, and my youngest is about to be 18 and graduating from high school and off to college. So, you know, I I have lived for my kids, and I get it. And especially as a parent, that's what we do. So you want to make sure, if you're buying a property or if you're working with clients that are buying a property and it's the biggest decision of their life and the biggest purchase of their financial lives, that they're taken care of. And I want to make sure that they're taken care of. So that's my story. And that's why I am a lender. And that's why I make sure that I help my clients. And, being a single parent is a really tough thing. So you need all the people you can by your side. And I am definitely here to help anyone I can. Thanks so much. Have a great day.